Hello, my name is Sarah and I want to welcome you to my allotment journey. We've finished our first year at the plot here in North Manchester, and you know what, we've had our ups, we've had our downs, we've had our laughter, we've even had our tears. But we did it, didn't we? We did it, we got through it. And I say we because you've all helped me along the way. You've all given me advice, encouragement, and it's all been really gratefully and thankfully received. So please continue to join me on my allotment journey here at my allotment plot. Ooh, so it's a very exciting day today. Mud kitchen was put in there at weekend. So now all I need to do is carry on clearing that space out over there. There's tons of stuff in the way. You know me and my obstacles. So I've just lit the fire, because you know me, I like to stay warm. So what I need to do now is just basically get rid of all that stuff that's there. I need this here, this gone. This has got the soft play in. I'm just going to stick that behind over there. That's got bark in place. I'm just going to shift all these things to another place, not particularly tidy it up anywhere, maybe to there. But that's the thing that needs to go so that I can keep all the toys and stuff there. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tidy this space so I can get that mud kitchen and put it there. I've done a quick sweep of that area there, just a quick one. It will have wood chip and whatnot on it anyway. But the first one I'm going to put on is the actual mud kitchen itself. Okay, and then that needs a bench attaching to it. Sorry, probably can't see my head. So yeah, mud kitchen first, then I'm going to screw that bench to it. It's got like an eating bench at the side, you don't know. I made it sound like you know what I've got. So mud kitchen, because then when that gets... I don't know which bit I'm cutting out. I think some of this some of this soil is being cut out, okay? It was just in this configuration for what I had last time. So the mud kitchen will go here. The next bed will go, in fact, that mud kitchen might go here. It might be this bit that I'll cut out, that lump out, and then cut some of that out as well. But I need that soil for that new bed, don't I? Right, so yeah, I'm just going to get the mud kitchen. That's going to be a difficult job, so you don't need to see me struggling doing that. You'll just see the end result of it over there. Right, I'm obviously going to have to level the ground out, etc, etc. Right, I need to actually get the other bit as well that goes with it, because I need to know how much to cut out, etc, because it will join it. The next bit, the growing bed that I've got, will join it here at that corner, so it'll go like that. But obviously that can be cut out a little bit. So let me just go and get the other bit. Right, so there we have the bed, the growing bed. A little bit bigger than I thought, which is good because usually these things are smaller than you think, aren't they? But right, so it has two tubs in. They haven't got holes in these, so before I start planting anything, I must remember to drill some holes in that, just like that. And then, oops, sorry, the third section goes over it like so. Like so. Okay, the ground isn't level, obviously. Okay, right, let me just get this in, turn it around a little bit so I know where I'm digging out. Right. Okay, so I know I need to dig that out over here. I'll show you. I shall show you. Right, so I need to dig that bit out there to budge that up. And I need to dig that bit out there, just a smidge, that end bit there. So I think the first thing to do is to do that one, smidge it, dig it a little bit, and then fit that one in. And then I can figure out how much of that I need to cut back to make it meet corner to corner sort of thing. I've just pulled the weed membrane back here. I can see it needs to be around about there. So that is the soil I'm going to dig out and keep, actually I'm going to keep it for that new raised bed. So I can move that out of the way now. A little bit. It's heavy. I'll just hack at it first. So what I'm going to do is just dig that out, put it in there so that that can go up to it, that edge can go up to that edge there. Obviously I'll cover it over with the weed membrane again. It's raining. It's raining, but I'm so desperate to see this finished. Well, see it in place. Oh, I dug up a bit of dough bowl. That's a mudlarker in there. And if you don't know what a dough bowl is, Victorian big kitchen bowl, yellow glaze on the inside, terracotta on the outside. I do have a full one, but I just thought I'd show you that I dug it up. And a little bit of salt glaze, something or other. Can't help it. I'm always, once a mudlarker, always a mudlarker. Right, so I'm now doing out that bit. This soil actually, I think might be all right. There's loads of worms in it. So this is the soil that's going to go in the new bed. I'm just finding it easier to grab it out by hand. And then any roots, I can just lob any particular roots that I find. Right, I'm just putting the weed membrane back now. Okay. Sorry, you probably just got my back of that. Weed membrane, that's all I'm doing, just tacking it back so I can move that over. Right, well that's a rough idea of how, it's not even or anything yet, but that's a rough idea of the configuration. So I've cut that out so that those could butt up nicely together there. That does have two greenhouse covers to go on. Look how filthy it is already. Mud kitchen, filthy mud kitchen already. Now what I've got to do is I've got to screw this bench on, because this bench is on the end of here, like that. So I'll just get my drills out. Right, it's raining, great. So I've swapped my gloves over, trying to find ones a little less muddy. This is the bench that needs to be attached there. So if we attach it in situ, then we know it's going to fit, don't we? Yeah, you know what, attach it like that. That looks fairly levelish, doesn't it? Right. Take the gloves off. You can't see me, but what I'm doing is I'm going to drill some holes, put some screws in to attach this to that. Can't see what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm going to do this and then I'll bring you back, because all you're going to see is the back of me. Okay, so the configuration is right. The levels are not quite right yet. They're a little bit wonky, but screwed it in all the way down one leg and then down the other one as well. That is firm. It's going nowhere. They can sit at that sturdily with their little bench. So that is the configuration. The bench, the mud kitchen, the growing area that will have 2 greenhouses on it. The other mud kitchen, the lower level mud kitchen for the tiny tots, and for sort of 3 onwards to use the taller ones. But yeah, a little bit for everybody. I will need to think of something to go across here to stop them falling over the edge. But you know, it's a work in progress. Everything is in situ. It just all needs a levelling up and the bark putting down, obviously, at one point whenever it arrives. So yeah, it's raining now. It's the 20th. It's the 20th of January. It's raining, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tidy up and then come back another day. And probably not next week because it's going to be raining, but you'll see. You'll see me in just a split second. It's another day. It's another week. It's January the 27th. We've had a storm. Right, we've had a storm. I have been down already at weekend. It was just to drop stuff off, but, you know, to see what the storm damage was. Everything here is fine, where we left off last time. That was broken anyway. That was rusty, but it fell off. But that was rusty anyway, so that's not a problem. The only big issue, really... Oh, that actually was next door. So I've just... Because there's more wind coming, I've just tipped it over this side. One piece of wood fell off. I can screw that back on. It's not a problem, not a problem. The only thing that had happened was that it fell over and the polytunnel had collapsed. Okay, so it broke at a few joints here and it was completely in on this side here. It's strapped down so it wasn't going anywhere. It's strapped down there, if you remember, strapped down at the back as well. So it wasn't going to go anywhere or on up there. So Mick came along and he got the tubing that we used for our sweet corn houses. Got some of that tubing. He cut a piece off, cut a slither out, stuck it between one pipe to the other pipes, you know, inside one pipe, inside the other pipe, stuck them together, taped over the top, then stuck another piece over for strength. So it's got a piece of the pipe inside the pipes, it's got a piece of the pipe outside the pipe, and duct tape that mends them. Duct tape will heal the world. That will mend anything. But yeah, we've got plastic pipes, mending things, and duct tape as well. So yeah, there was a storm. It was a bad one, but we didn't fare too badly at all. Right, so don't know if you noticed on my little spin round, got wood chip. The wood chip actually finally was delivered. So I was really poorly last week, so all I could do was open the gate, and then a couple of people here brought me up a few barrel loads of it. But there's still tons down at the bottom there. There's still absolutely tons. Can you see? There's tons down there, tons and tons of it still left. So my intention today is to, first of all, if I can clear some of this, I'll spread some of it over here as well, you know, just put a bit more on here. But my intention is to get it up to the kids area here and start filling up the kids area. Get as much as I can up there today, I think. Yeah, so just let me yet again move my obstacles out of the way. Oh, right, I'm going to get some gloves. Well, you get the idea. Going to empty that space and then I'm going to start bringing wood chip. I have the big bucket of wood chip that I already filled. It was down on the floor already, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago. Last week, a couple of weeks ago, can't remember, when we started doing this. So I might as well tip that down first. Let's get that. Oh, it's busted. Busted. There we go. That's something to take to the rubbish. Okay. Right. Busted. Great. Brilliant. That's what I was going to bring the wood chip in. I'll have to think of something else. Right, let's just smush this down a bit and go and get some cleaner wood chip. Okay. Right, I'm going to get some fresh, but what I'm going to carry in, I do not know. I'll have to think about it. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a slog, but I've got these 2 little buckets. Not far off the equivalent of one full one, but easy to carry. So all I'm going to do is get those mounds that were on my path and transfer it up here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fill these, bring them up, fill that area, and then what we'll do is, while we're on the wood chip, we might as well, when we've got rid of those mounds, we will then take the trolley down. But you don't need to see me doing that. I'm just going to do a lot of that, carrying from over there, sticking it there. I'll bring you back when that is full, at least that end bit there. So 4 loads, 4 trips of 2 of those has got us to this stage. It goes so much further than you think, and I haven't been skimpy. It is nice and thick. You know, it will last us through till winter, I'm sure. Yeah, nice and thick, but it's got us to this stage here. So I'm just going to carry on. I've just started on the second pile, so let me show you. Just working my way along. I'm just leveling the piles off and leaving a layer on just to renew the structure, the wood chip that's on the path. But just on that pile now, and I'll just get rid of those up to there, and then I'll get the trolley and go down and collect some. But yeah, so I'm leaving a layer on here just to renew these paths a little bit as well. And if by any chance I do get to, sorry radio. If by any chance I do get to finish up here, I can get some more for the paths, can't I? Forgot to say that structure there didn't quite make it. That's an easy fix. I can put a strengthener on there, screw it back up. So that's nothing major, but yeah, I knew a storm would take that out, so that's not too bad, is it? Right, come on, let's carry on. I keep trying to find things to stop me having to carry all this, but it's got to be done. It's seeing finished areas like that makes me happy. When I see, I could just look at that bit there all the time. I really could. It just, I don't know, it just fills me with joy. It just fills me with deep joy. Right, that bit there looks great. I haven't put the holes in there yet for the planting. Doesn't matter, it's full of water. But look at the difference it makes. Look at the difference it makes. Still got plenty more I can put up here yet, but the toys need to go somewhere. It's just, I have got a big massive box inside the polytunnel for the toys, a big massive box. I'm not quite ready to bring it out yet, I don't think. I don't know. I'll just move my obstacles out of the way and just put the bark down and see how I feel. But I've got other jobs to do, don't worry, it's not just bark today. So I tell you what, you don't want to see any more bark. I'm absolutely definitely not going to show you any more bark until I've finished, okay? Just taking a bit of a break from the bark. I've cleared the path now, wood chip, sorry. I've cleared the path now and we've got that much there. So what I'm going to do, I've decided that this is definitely staying here, okay? This is a good place for it. It's not in the way, but it's close to the kids because that'll be their growing area. So what I'm going to do now, just to create some more space, is get rid of this soil that we dug up, and I'm going to tip it in there. But first of all, I need to dig out the membrane underneath and then stick that soil on. I can't seem to connect my microphone to the camera, and I can't spend my time trying to figure that out. So I hope you can hear me. If I have to spend any more time trying to figure that out, I'll lose momentum. So let's just open up the greenhouse so we get to the floor. These buckets are just filled with water, so these buckets are soil, so it's getting a bit mushy. So we're better off just sticking it in here. So what I need to do is come here. I tell you what, she'll bring you a bit closer. Like I say, I hope you can hear me. I can't quite get the mic to attach. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put out the membrane that's inside here, the weed membrane. Okay. always one bit that's attached, isn't there? Right, we'll save that for something, no doubt. It's only an open window. I've pegged all this down, otherwise I'd just take it off. You know me, I love my obstacles. I pegged it down because of the storm, and I'm so glad I did. Because otherwise, I don't think it would still be there. Right, I need to just make some room just to be able to lean in there. You know, I like to make things difficult for myself. Basically, I just want to get rid of these buckets of soil because they're just filling with water and just getting in the way. Right. Ooh. Let's fold that rod. I'm not quite sure how to do that. I think it might be broken to folding up. Right, just put it in a safe place. Okay, let's get my buckets of soil. My buckets of watery soil, I should say. Stick it in there. Woo! Yep, of course. Oh god, this is just sludge. It's just absolute sludge. Jeez. Oh, oh my god. Oh, there you go, load of sludge. Look at that. Oh, goodness me. Oh. I'm still so ill, I just don't care. Honestly, I'm so poorly, but I just want to see the jobs done. Just want to see them through. Just empty this red one in now. Let's see how messy I can get. I've just splashed that mud all up me. Should we drain out a bit of the water? Should we go crazy? This is going to take a lot of filling with soil, and it won't be done in 1 year. There's no way I can fill this with soil in 1 year. Not a chance. I'll buy some compost, but it'll just be filled year by year and get higher and higher each year. Oh my goodness me, I'm going to get that in there. Oh. Okay. And sit down. Okay. Oh god. That's so heavy. It's so heavy. Alright. Oh god. Oh god, it's just sludge. Can't get it. Oh. Oh god, I hope it rains. I hope it rains to wash these buckets. Right, there we go. Bucket's emptied. Sludge now in there. Oh, right, I need to figure out my mic. But that's another job done. I'll just fasten that back down and secure it. Here we are again. But like my friend said, these are the happy jobs. These are the good jobs. I've got to do that bench. I've certainly got to start making it in this video. I really do. I've got the wood. I just need to make a bit of space. But I certainly will make a start of it towards the end of this one. Can't overload the trolley today. Oh, I can't overload the trolley because I've still got my bad chest. So I don't want to be silly. Oh. Oh. Not too bad because it's not over full. But normally I would take it in that direction, up that path. Not this time. I'm going to go round up to the kids' area. Come on. Please note the bulbs that aren't coming up. Oh, which is a shame. I would have thought we'd have seen something by now. We had the odd one. Then I think it got ate. Oh no, it'll stop. There's someone coming up here. Oh, well, maybe they're just late, right? However, I get this down here now, hopefully. It's a bit nearer. Well, that could not be more perfect to get this right up here onto here. So let's just undo this and get it off. That was so much better because I didn't fill it. I usually would have filled it twice as much as that. Oh, so satisfying. so satisfying. Right. Let's thingy that out a bit before we go and get another. Let's get it, kick it under the thing. Greenhouse. That's it. That's better. Oh God, it's going to be done in no time. I'm so excited. And there's still, people have took loads. There's still loads left. Right, I'm off for another lot. Okay, just exactly the same as that. Even more exciting. Oh, the absolute joy that this brings. I'm leaving the grass under there. Don't forget we've got the bulbs that hopefully will come up there. Maybe, hopefully. So I want that grass under there. But look at that. Look at that. Don't forget I have got something to put the toys in, which will probably end up over there, creating a barrier. But ignore the mess. You've got to ignore the mess, right? The thing was to get all this finished today at this point. So we have done, we've got this bit done. Right, so what we need to do now is we need to go and find some wood that we can make our potting bench with because, you know, where are we? End of January. So we need to really think about starting to grow things soon, don't we? Maybe another month or so. It'll soon be upon us and, well, the state of it in here. I've just put that back there, but the big box is under there, so that's in the way. You know, the big box for the toys is under there, and the wood is under there. So I'm just going to have a look under there for the wood. Let's see if I can find 3 planks of wood that I can use for the top, and then another piece of wood I can cut up to join it with. And then I've got to figure out how I'm going to attach it. I've only actually got one leg. I've only got one piece of wood that I can use for a leg. I'm going to have to cobble the rest out of whatever I've got. But yeah, it's going to attach to the side of here, and it's going to be a bit taller than that because I can't cut that leg. So that leg dictates the height of the table. Right, so yeah, leave it with me. I'm just going to find 3 pieces of wood in there. I chose my 3 boards down there. Look, 3 boards, more or less the same sort of length, but I hit a snag. I hit a bit of a snag. I might have to come back and do that another day because I need to buy some sort of disinfectant because in the back, I took my eye off the ball and in the back there must have been rats coming in at that back bit there. So there was a hole underneath there, right, and a half-eaten potato. So rat droppings, I don't know, I haven't seen like loads, I've seen a couple, so I'm hoping I've nipped it in the bud. right, because it looked like a freshly eaten potato. So I've shoved the hole full of stuff, and I put a brick on the end of it as well, to hopefully deter that. But I've got no gloves left because I've used my gloves, and because it could be rats. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. It might be rats. I put my gloves in the bin when I finish using them. Oh, hang on, no, I've got some up here. I'll get some fresh ones anyway. Get some new ones. It's better to be safe. I've used hand sanitizer on my hands. Yeah, a little bit of a snag. There was a big pile of soil in the corner, and I thought, oh my goodness me, what the devil is that? And then at the side I saw a hole, and I thought, oh, you little swine. And then there was a half-eaten potato. So they've not come in for me bird food, because that's in a metal container. So there must have been a potato on the floor or something, or I don't know, maybe just somewhere dry. But I took my eye off the ball in that corner. That's a corner I rarely go in. I won't do that again. But I've swept it, but I need some sort of disinfectant to put down. I can't just leave it like that in case rats have been on it. Thankfully, everything in here is boxed. Right, you've got to be careful. There's rats everywhere, right? There are rats everywhere. It can't be helped. Okay, so don't get all funny about it, thinking, oh my God, there's rats. As long as you don't see them in the day, I think you're all right. So I'm going to come back another day and finish that, but it'll be on this video. But yeah, I need to go and get some disinfectant. Just make sure that that's a nice, clean area. Everything else was wiped down the other day. Thankfully, I'm putting boxes. Thank God I washed everything. I washed everything in hot soapy water. Thank goodness, and put it all away. But it just seems to be in that corner there. There was nothing out here at all. No indication whatsoever. And I've had rats, right, as pets. So not in the house. I mean, you know, I've had pet rats, so I know what rat droppings look like, and I haven't particularly seen any. So, but something's burrowed under there. So I'm going to presume it's rats in the night being pests. So I'll just need to do that. Let me just get something to put on the floor to make sure it's all sanitised and clean. Right, as luck would have it, I found some fully covered up gloves, mismatched pair. So let's just, carry on. I'll worry about the floor later. Right, I can worry about the floor later. It happens to the best of us. Right, okay, I've got a piece of wood here. Okay, that's going to be the underneath, that side. Okay, the top bit is going to be the flat bit. Okay, it gets a bit gnarly at that end, but doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter, it's only a potting bench, so let me just sort of get this as level as we can here, right? And I just want to measure this wood. What can we mark it with? Let's get the saw. Give it a mark, 1 second. One a little bit smaller than that, so let's budge it over. Do that. Okay, we've marked it. Just going to take it over to the bench and cut it. Okay, so we need 2 of that size to go underneath. Okay, that's one. One higgledy-piggledy cut. And then I'm just going to cut another one. Okay, similar size. I think I might need a new blade for this actually. That was a bit hit and miss then, getting through there. Let me just mark it, 1 sec. Okay, we're marked. We are marked. Obviously, if you were doing this properly, you'd have your triangle set square thing, and you do it at a proper angle and stuff like that. But you know me, I'm bodging it. I'm just doing it. You could draw a straight line to follow, something like that. But I'm just going to do it as it is. we've got 2 pieces of wood there that we're going to screw to the bottom part of our bench top. One little drill bit left because the others are snapped, so I've only got this little one here. We'll see. It's broken already. Oh no, it's not, it's just come out. Oh, sorry. Okay. It's going to rain in a minute, so I'm just going to do the little jobs that need doing really, which is I'm just going to mend that bench there. There's 2 bits of wood that fell off. I just need to screw them back on, and then I just need to fix that trellis up. So yeah, let's get that done before the rain starts. The tabletop's done, so I made a start on that at the very least. But yeah, let's get these little annoying jobs done. Oh right, the rain is coming. The rain is here. Let's do this as fast as we can. Okay. Is that a little one on there? Oops. Let's just get screwing. Okay, that's done. What I'm also going to do is, it was tie wrapped, but the wind has blown it and just took it off its tie wrap there. So what I'm going to do there is I am going to just screw that to there just for now, because it did have these tie wraps around it, but they just, in the wind, they just shook off. You know what I mean? They just came off. But I'll screw it. Oops. If we can, get it a little bit closer. I'm hoping we can anyway. Oh, my drill bits broke off. Oh, all right, I can't do any more of drilling until I buy another one because all the other ones are bigger. Right, okay, not a problem, not a problem. Oh, I can't see, not got my glasses on. Let's do a couple. Let's stick a couple of them in. Oh. Just to help it a little bit. Sorry, you can't see, but I'm just screwing it from that little post into the chair just to stop it, whoops, blowing over. And I can't drill a hole. Right, you know, just to stop it tipping up. This whole structure is so wonky. I didn't even hammer it down into the ground. I just basically screwed it onto the side of there. So it's so wonky. For now, all I'm going to do is, I've just hammered that in. I'm just going to tie it to it just to stop it wobbling even further. Just put a tie wrap around that. That's the best I can do for that. And I think now, because the rain is here, I'm going to call it a day. We've made a start, finally, haven't we, on the potting bench. We've done that area. How amazing does that look? Oh, and that lovely plants in it, and there's other stuff that needs going on there that isn't finished yet, but we've got to concentrate on this next. So, and the mess that I made in here, I've got to sanitise it, whatever it is you need to do to it. I don't know, but oh, I think that's it for today. My cough is starting to rise its ugly head again, so thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, why on earth not? Because this is just fantastic content that you get every single week. Please comment, please press the like, because it shows YouTube that you like me, okay, or you like the content, not necessarily me, but you like the videos that I'm giving you. So thank you so much for watching. It's raining, I'm just going to finish tying that wonky post up and just tidy everything away, and that's me gone. See you next week. Bye.